Your diploma is key to your future. But it will not open doors of opportunity on its own. It is your job to now take what you have learned here and use it to make a good life for yourselves and your families. This requires determination, perseverance, faith, more sacrifice, and hard work. And I'm going to share a story with you today. And this is a story I told to my children when they were growing up. My 3 boys, as you know. And it's about a lady called Wilma Rudolph. Has anybody heard of her? No? Nobody's heard of Wilma Rudolph. She was an African American athlete who overcame great odds to become the fastest woman in the world in 1960. Her story is a great example of the qualities you will all need to succeed. To begin with, she was born premature, weighing only 4.5 pounds at birth. She was sickly and spent a lot of her early years in bed. To make matters worse, she contracted polio at age 4. Polio was a pandemic that was raging across the world at that time, very much like COVID-19 pandemic that we have been battling for the last 2.5 years. And at that time, there was no cure for polio. It was a highly contagious virus which causes nerve injury to the spine, leading to severe paralysis and sometimes even death. Thankfully, Dr. Jonas Salk developed a vaccine in 1955. Every baby born in Jamaica receives a polio vaccine as their 6-week clinic visit, if you're unaware. Yeah. And this has helped to eradicate it. The last outbreak in Jamaica was in the late 1950s. So back to Wilma, who contracted polio. She did not die, but lost the use of her left leg and had to wear a metal brace. The doctor told Wilma she would never walk again, but her mother refused to accept this. And she told Wilma that if she was willing to work hard, she could regain her strength and her ability to walk. Wilma had a choice. She could listen to the doctor, who told her that she would never walk again, or she could listen to her mother. And she chose to listen to her mother. By the way, her mother had 22 children to take care of. With her mother said she went to physiotherapy. And this was hard, because those days there was no physiotherapy for black people where she lived. So Wilma and her mother traveled 2 hours by bus twice per week to a clinic in another town. Did the physio and then traveled 2 hours back. Their persistence paid off. She learned to walk again, went to high school where she started to play sports. She loved basketball and wanted to play on the team, but the coach laughed at her and refused to let her play. The coach wanted her sister to play. They were both very tall girls. So the coach went to her father and asked permission for the sister to play. Her father, being a very cunning man, said, I will only allow Wilma's sister to play if you allow Wilma to play on the team. So he was forced to accept Wilma. But for 3 years, he never put her in a game. She sat on the bench. She sat on the bench. Eventually, he reluctantly gave her a game. And proving him wrong, Wilma went on to become a basketball star for the high school. One day when she was playing, she was spotted by the track coach from Tennessee University, who invited her to come and train with the track team. At the age of 16, this young lady was selected to represent the United States at the 1956 Olympics, where she won a bronze medal in the relay. But think about it, in 12 years, she has gone from not being able to walk to winning a medal at the Olympics. She then went back to finish her studies. Then another setback happened. And I'm sure many of you can guess what it was. She got pregnant. She got pregnant at age 17. She had the baby, but still finished high school with the help of the coach and her family. She continued with track, winning a scholarship at Tennessee University. She also had to get a part-time job to help to pay her expenses. And cut to the chase, she went on to become the first African-American woman to win 3 gold medals at the 1960 Olympics, and was named the fastest woman in the world at that time. She became a celebrity, but she also had many other accomplishments. She became a teacher, a civil rights activist, and established a community center. Sadly, she died of a brain tumor at the age of 54. However, she left behind a great legacy. And she often shared words of wisdom drawn from her life experience. For example, she once said, "The potential for greatness lies within each of us."
That's true.
So what lessons can we learn from Wilma's story? First, lesson number 1. It took a lot of belief, faith, hard work, resolve, perseverance for Wilma to achieve what she did. And these, graduates, are the attributes you will need to succeed in life. Sure, like Wilma, like Veronica Campbell, Shelley Ann Fraser Price, Usain Bolt, they are exceptionally talented people. I grant you that. But this is not enough. If you do not work hard to make something of the talent you are given, you will not get ahead. Many of us, myself included, do not have exceptional talents. But we all have talents. We can work to develop and build up so that you can market yourself. It might be that you have good people skills. You know how to talk to people, how to motivate them. It might be you have skills to plan and organize information or organize people. You might be good at selling. You might be good at caring for people. There are so many types of talents that are needed by companies and by institutions. Lesson number 2, there is no substitute for hard work. Trust me, nothing comes easy without a price to pay. A man or a woman can make what they want of themselves if they believe in themselves, but they must be ready and willing to work hard. Yes. The third lesson we learn from Wilma's story, perseverance is key. In working towards our goals, be prepared for failure, setbacks, heartbreak along the way. But do not be daunted. When you fall down, get up. Brush yourself off. Just get back on the track. Let me share another story with you. I have a friend who graduated from law school in Barbados 40 years ago, long time. However, she could not find a job. She walked the streets of Bridgetown, going to every legal firm asking for a job, and everybody refused her. Finally, turned lady as she was, she plucked up the courage and approached the head of one of the law firms. And she said to him, and I will quote exactly what she said to him, "I will work for 6 months, free of cost. And if you are satisfied with my performance, you can start to pay me, because I need that job." So the gentleman relented and took her as an unpaid intern. Today, 40 years later, she is the owner of that same firm. And it is the most prestigious law firm in Barbados. That, graduates, is called perseverance. Wilma's story also teaches us about fortitude. And fortitude, what is fortitude? Fortitude is that inner strength you draw on. When all seems hopeless, it gives you the strength to do what you have to do. Fortitude is when you carry on, even if challenges seem insurmountable. So, as you graduate today, remember Wilma and all the role models we know to help inspire you to build on the foundation you have received here at Kettering. Some of these men are the persons who are hailed as celebrities. Indeed, there are role models all around us. Look at community members who have persevered, who have integrity, who are good Jamaican citizens, and who have made good lives for their families. Your mothers, your fathers, your teachers, local entrepreneurs. They may be willing to become mentors to you if you ask them. Don't be afraid. Approach a successful and say, "I would like you to mentor me." In closing, I can only share with you what I've learned from my life journey so far. Build on the skills you have learned here. Whatever path you choose, I urge you, make the most of your life. Have faith in yourself. Make the right choices. Work hard. Always remember, there is a solution to every problem. Remember that. Make sure you're honest in all your dealings. Smile a lot. You heard that earlier today. Smile a lot. Even when the sun is not shining, it helps to put other people at ease. Always, and this is my personal philosophy, always remember to give a helping hand to someone in need. The good you do today will always be repaid. Not necessarily by the people you help, sometimes by a complete stranger. So, I wish you all the best as you start on another leg of your journey of life. Before I end, I'd also like to congratulate the staff of Kettering. Thank you for your hard work in preparing this wonderful group of students to graduate. And to have them ready for the world beyond this institution. May God go with you and keep you safe. Congratulations again. I wish you all the very best for the future. Now, true to my personal philosophy, I have a little presentation to make to Kettering Baptist School. Some time ago, I was approached by Mr. Smith, sitting right there, and told me that school was desperately in need of a computer. So I brought it to you.
This is answer to prayer. We were so badly in need of a computer. We didn't have the money to purchase it. And God has provided for us. And we are the board and the school. I want to thank you very much, and we promise to take very good care of it. God bless you.
Thank you very much. I want to make a suggestion to Mrs. Knowles. For our next graduation, please invite the custos. It takes hard work to achieve. Graduates and all of us continue to work hard. There's no substitute for hard work. Hard work has got to be there. You can't put anything in its place. Hard work.
You're late.
Perseverance is a key to success. And you must continue to persevere. And then fortitude and strength of character is needed. So many other things were said by our guest speaker. And one thing that was said, that was duplicated from our manager, Mrs. Sharp, don't forget to smile. Smile is key. Want you to put your hands together as we acknowledge the words spoken to us by our custos. Mrs. Small is going to now make a presentation to the custos.
Sir, on behalf of the board and staff of the Kitchen Baptist School Training Center, I want to offer you this small token. I trust and pray that we will make the best use of it. God bless you.
Thank you very much. I thought Mrs. Cruz is going to give me invitation to next year graduation already, but that will come. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go into another phase of our graduation exercise.